Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Nathan McKenzie here. Now, my subject on my Homebrew Wednesday is, if you haven't seen my ramshackle of a brew video, go check it out, because this Homebrew Wednesday is pretty well dedicated to how I found my upgrades and reflections, if you like, on my brew day with all my new gear. So, yeah, we'll get right into it. First off, a bit of a beer. So I'll pop this open. I don't know if many of you guys have tried these swing top bottles. I think they're great. I really like them. It's nice to have beer in glass instead of plastic all the time. Oh, good wee pop there. So this is Belgian Pilsner. Yep, still got plenty of this. There we go. Righty ho. Another clear beer. Look at that. Right. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, not bad. Righty ho for an extract brew. Not bad. Right. Where do we get into it? Right. I'm just going to go through the equipment. Basically the burner. I'm glad I chose the King, I think it's King Cooler burner from Carl from Allgrain. Just fantastic burner. You know, my major annoyance with Allgrain was not being able to get that volume of water at the right temperatures fast, or you know, in a decent amount of time. Well, now that problem has been taken away completely. It's you know, I think from when I finished, when I mashed out and finished mashing out, I was at, say, 75 degrees. From then to get it to the boil, I think it was under 12 minutes. It was fast. It was so fast. Yeah, with my other burner there, I used to take an age. So that's just fantastic. That's got to improve the quality of my brew right there, from it just getting to the boil and getting the job done. The sight glass, I just don't know how I could have brewed without it. To see where that boil is, and to see how far I've boiled down and how far I've got to go. You know, if you need to make adjustments to your water, then you can tell that if you need to do it. As a great comment there, which really did make me think hard, Bill from Brewing with Bill. He made a comment on my channel as that, you know, if you add water to the boil, it won't affect your original gravity. But if you add water after the boil, that will. That kind of blew my mind a little bit, but it doesn't take much, guys. but yeah, when you look at it like that, yeah, you're dead right, Bill. You're bloody dead right. So cheers, Bill. Thank you. Right, moving along, there was the sight glass. Yes, that was great. Sorry, I've got notes here just so I can remember everything. Rightio, trying to read my writing. Right, my thermostat on the pot, fantastic again. You know, I recommend a thermostat on your pot, especially when you're getting to temp to mash in, and to you know you've got to really stick to those. You know, 66.7 or whatever it is. You really got to stick to those parameters quite closely to get the best results. And I found it was a mongrel day on brew day, because I was thinking, now I probably won't worry about insulation or even going to a cooler to the winter because of the summer here. But then the brew day, what did we get? We got hail, we got rain. The whole time I was mashing, you know, steeping the grains and all sorts. It was it was hailing and it was friggin' freezing. As soon as that finished, the sun came out, and when I was boiling, where I didn't need the temperature to be hot, it got stinking hot. It's always the way, Invercargill, 4 seasons in one day. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I found that every 20 minutes to half an hour I was losing about 3 to 4 degrees. That was with wrapping the pot up as well. So it was nice to be able to just whack the burner on. Obviously take the towels and whatever have you off the pot, but whack that burner on, and it was like a 2-minute blast. Then yep, you're back up to temp again. So I had to monitor that. Now I could tell you that is going to get annoying, and it's probably going to push for me to get to a cooler or another way of doing it. Now I have looked into putting a insulation on my pot for once I've steeped in and all sorts. Yeah, I'm still a work in progress on that. I haven't made a full decision yet. I was thinking, $60 to buy a jacket that you put around your water heater, cut that down and put it around your pot. But then there's $60 I could spend towards a cooler and converting it and all the rest of it. So we'll see where we go there. We'll see. Work in progress. At the moment, I'll keep going how I'm going at the moment. But that's there we go. The hop, the bazooka, great. They worked really well. The only thing when I'm putting my hops in, I really need to look at a hop bag or a hop spider or a hop pillow, Adrian. So tell me how you're doing that. Really, that's a lot of mess in the bottom of the pot there that I could do without with the bazooka, because it was just clogging up all the time. I was having to, I sterilised the spoon. It wasn't no bother, but you're just rubbing it backwards and forwards to clear it and so forth. So, but yeah, that'll be something else I'll be looking at making adjustments to. Yeah, hop spider, hop pillow, something like that. So, now the biggest thing that I found, because I'm still getting to know my gear and my equipment, especially with my upgrades, is I'd mucked up my water on brew day. I had thought I'd done a good job of dialing in on Beersmith there, but no, I think I was a bit wrong on a few bits and pieces. I went for 32 litres of water to start with. It wasn't enough. I should have had closer to 38. Now, saying I had 32, I also had that dead space of about 3 litres, so yeah, 35. But really, I should have had about 38, 39 litres to start with that breeder. With the amount of evaporation I had from the burner, I probably might have been boiling a bit hard as well. But I'll know that for next time. I've written down all these notes, so for next time I'll be closer to ironing out and getting my perfect. Because I drained my water off and I was 3 litres short. So I know it's cringy, but I added 3 litres as well because I wanted, and I got a gravity of 1052, which I was shooting for 1055. So that's not too bad at all. Wort chiller as well. I'll be making adjustments to my wort chiller. Now I've got it set up now. I should have brought it with me actually, but it's in the house. But anyway, how I've got it set up now, it's got a sink or an inside tap plastic thing that you pop over it and then turn the hose on, and away you go. And you have to have it into the kitchen for that. So what I was trying to avoid is carrying my pot once I finished, and I had to carry my pot inside to that because I hadn't sorted it out. So really, I just need to put hose adjustments to my garden hose on the wort chiller there, so I can do it all in the garage. That's just the one adjustment to make as well. So, you're always tweaking things, aren't you? You're always tweaking things. I've been talking too much. Let me have a beer. Hang on a second. Sorry, that was long-winded. Anyway, now the flavour of my red ale. Now it looks red. It really does look red. It looks fantastic, and it smells really good fermenting as well. Now I was tasting the wort throughout the whole day. I just wanted to see how I was doing. I've used a few grains there that I hadn't used before. Now, I was getting a lovely malty flavour, and I was thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be good. But then at the end, Now, the only way I can describe this is mouthfeel at the end. It was almost slightly waxy at the back of your mouth. I don't know what that is. Now, I'm thinking, did I use too much? Like I had wheat malt, and I had melanoidin as well. I'm thinking, should I have only used one of them in the quantities and not both? I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait for the taste test, won't we? After it finishes fermenting. But, you know, it was a weird mouthfeel at the end of it. And the best way I can describe it is it felt a little bit waxy. I don't know. It's not an infection because it had that sort of waxy taste right at the beginning as well, once I doughed in all my grains and so forth. So, yeah, maybe it's just something to do with, I don't know. Anyone had that? Anyone know? Let me know. That'll be cool. I think I've rambled on enough, really, but just to let you know, my next brew, what I'll be doing is that, you know, I'm sort of a bit sick to death of trying to do this red ale. So I might leave it for there sort of this year, anyway, because this year's running up pretty fast. But my next brew, I plan to do a clone brew of the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I'd like to give that a try, and then after that I want to do a smash beer, like a citrus smash beer. I'm just trying to think of, we're in summer now, and I just want to start working on it. I've got bugger all light beer, or summer beer. So yeah, they're my next two brews that I'm planning. So yeah, oh sorry, I forgot to mention my wort aerator. This is a good bit of kit. This is really good, pretty inexpensive bit of kit as well. Just puts onto your drill. And I use this on at the end of brew day to aerate my wort, and man, I had massive foam just from the aeration of it. And as you can see, if you've watched my brew video there, I had a massive airlock explosion, really, of beer just coming out. So yeah, there's nothing wrong there. So these are great. I really recommend one of these. Right, folks, I've rambled on way too much. But there we go. That's my reflections on brew day. Quite positive. All adjustments to be made, learning to be done. But that's why we're in this great hobby, isn't it? At the end of the day, we get good beer to drink, so that can't be all bad. Alright guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday, have a good one, see you next time, bye bye.